Hey guys, so I'm about to do a Vampire Diaries review of Growing Pains. Season 4, Episode 1 aired tonight. It was what I imagined it would be, more or less, I guess. I'm going to skip around. I should have been a blonde. So she wakes up, asks about Matt, and there's nothing really they can tell her besides he's alive. And then she goes to ask Stefan how he managed to save her also. And that's where Damon butts in and tells her, he didn't save you. You're a vampire. And she freaks out, and Stefan tells her they'll find another way, they'll find a cure, or they'll have Bonnie do some magic. And basically Damon's attitude is you feed or you die. That's it. And I agree. You know, you're a vampire. Suck it up. Go find the nearest human and bite down. Let's see. So Damon and Stefan are in the kitchen, and Stefan's all, oh, this isn't what I wanted for her. You weren't there the day that I watched her cry about not wanting to be a vampire, and Damon basically throws it in his face. Well, you should have saved her first, which he should have. He's a vampire. He should have just pulled them both out at the same time, but it doesn't work that way. So Damon says, well, that's one more quarterback for the world. He's not very happy. So then we go upstairs to Elena talking to Jeremy. He's upset that his sister is in transition also. He tells her, I need a sister, not another vampire, which is true. All of his friends are vampires or a werewolf, or his girlfriend, non-girlfriend's a witch. He needs family, not a vampire. He needs, a human. Needless to say, their family's not going anywhere unless him and Bonnie have a kid. So, Jeremy walks off, and Elena keeps looking at her lamp like she wants to kill it, which literally she does, because she rips off the lampshade and just crushes her light bulb. Needless to say, Elena's got some light bulb issues. But, Elena thinks it's her fault, and Matt thinks it's his fault, but why isn't anyone blaming Rebecca, except for Damon, because Damon tries to kill her? If she wasn't on the bridge when they were speeding toward her, they would not have had to crash. They could have kept going, and Elena would still be human, but that's not the way the show is written, so I still blame Rebecca. I'm happy that Elena is now getting her memory back, because I'm not a Delena person and I'm not a Selena person, but I prefer her with Damon. It's not related to DE years or SE years, it's just I prefer her with Damon. Klaus and Rebecca have some family drama there, in the show, Caroline is taken, and then Rebecca is taken also. And Carol, Tyler's mom, calls to tell Tyler, aka Klaus, that Caroline has been taken. And so he runs off to save the day, of course, but instead of also saving his sister, he just takes Caroline and basically outs himself to her. And then, later on in the show, she finds Klaus, and she's pissed and crying and emotional, and he's kind of like, yeah, whatever, I knew you could handle it, it's no big deal. And then, she's still pissed, so she picks up the 2 blood bags that he has of Elena's blood, and says, you want your family so bad, and it's always been me, and this is what you get, and she's squishes them, and he breaks her neck and just walks off. So yeah, they've got some family drama going on there. I was happy when Damon tried to kill Rebecca. I don't know if I said that already, but I'm not a big fan of her character. I wasn't really ever a big fan of her character. I just think, with all the other originals gone, that, she can tag along with them, go hang out with your brothers. I don't think she really needs to be around. I mean, Klaus, yeah, he can stay in town, but, Rebecca can just go play with your brothers. And Damon using Matt as bait, so Matt bait, not cool. Matt's been through so much that they just need to leave him alone. Let him go to work. Let him try and pay off these bills that he has. Also, Rebecca's quote or saying or whatever you want to call it, I hope he has insurance on his car. Does he? I'm not sure. I mean, I know he doesn't have medical insurance, but does he have? I mean, I know he has to have insurance on his car, but does he? When Elena's in the house with the pastor, I'm guessing he doesn't realize that she's in transition because, he's talking to her normal and saying that these vampires won't hurt you, and then he tries to feed her and she starts freaking out even more, and the teapot starts going off, and she, I gotta get out of here, and she goes out of the house. Here's my question. When she walks out of the house, is the sun blinding her? I mean, I know because she's in transition and she hasn't fed or anything that the sun isn't burning her, but is it hurting her eyes? Is that why she's, all disoriented? Sorry. So I'm guessing he catches on to the fact that she's in transition or thinks just something's wrong with her. Is that why he throws her in there? I don't know. Damon's catchphrase or whatever, again, another saying, yoo-hoo, big bad vampire out here, that was hilarious. I loved it. Bonnie needs to back off some black magic. The little veins that go up her arm or whatever, down her arm into her grams, that's just creepy and weird. Although I'm excited to see where they take this, to see if she does go more into black magic or not. It seems kind of interesting, but to me, she seems more of a good witch and that she should probably just back off of it. We need more shirtless men on the Vampire Diaries. Just have them run around shirtless. There's no need for shirts. I mean, come on. They're shooting down in Atlanta. Really, it's nice out there. How many tweets have we seen where they're complaining about the heat? They don't need shirts. They're fine. When Caroline is saved by Tyler, aka Klaus, and they're making out in the woods because she thought Tyler was dead and all this other stuff, and he says love to her, and she makes out with him for a few more seconds, and then she backs up and she's like, wait, did you just say love? Or did you just call me love? And he says, I don't know, love, did I? And she realizes that it's Klaus, not Tyler, and, they're bickering and going back and forth, and, at the end of the scene, he says, to be honest, I can't wait for some hot hybrid sex. I was dying because I found that hilarious. I was waiting for her to realize, and I was hoping she would realize because that would just make it funnier, and she punched him, so that made it even more worthwhile. Okay, so the end of the show, Elena and Stefan are sitting on the roof, I believe, of the Salvatore mansion. Not sure. Somebody can let me know if I'm right down in the comments. that seems like such a plain, I don't want to say lame, but it's plain way to end that. They're on the roof talking about their feelings, and then they kiss, and then it cuts from them to the pastor and the house. I feel like that was a corny teenage move. I don't know if I'm the only one. Let me know, again, down in the comments. Again, so then we go to the pastor in the house, and he's talking about not having to deal with them, and the vampires got away, and then he makes the whole place with everybody in it explode. Was he trying to keep them safe or something? I didn't really understand that. Not sure why I didn't get it. If you understood it more than I did, you can, again, in the comments, let me know, or tweet me. I'm always on Twitter. I was talked into doing this review, and I got my encouragement from Andrea. Thank you. Let me know if you liked it.